I've been talking to people. We was talking about having guests, and I've been speaking with a few people, and trying to analyze people's journeys to see who I felt worthy enough that could come on and give us some insight on trials, or either just some trial and error that they've been through in life. And
That's actually something that I want to, I've been implementing in my own business is finding someone who has more than you
mm-hmm,
or has been through a worse journey than you,
mm-hmm.
and knowing that they're in a better place now to kind of get them to tell their story.
Mm. And that's crazy because I know a few of the people that we got coming up, you know what I'm saying, has had some journeys. Is it oh, that's crazy. The importance in knowing the difference is the only way you understand the value. Cause the only way something has value is it gotta differ from something else. Like the only way you can be rich is for somebody else to be poor. Cause if there's no difference, then it don't exist.
Right, right,
Wow.
right.
Whoo. If it's no difference, it don't exist.
Ain't no difference.
You think about it, they be like, man, I'm about to get another car. What's it worth? Is the difference in what it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, a lot of, to me, I like to be different. I'm not gonna be stupid and go out there and buy some expensive car and I can't afford it. I've I forgot who I listened to, but they said that you you should be able to buy the car that you're going to buy
Twice.
twice.
Yeah. I say if you can't afford it twice, you can't afford it.
Don't even buy it.
Yeah, and that's why even Dave Ramsey, he always say that anything that you have in your yard with wheels on it should be less than your should be it should power up. It should be less than half of your take home pay. So if you got a $40,000 vehicle, you should be at least making 80, at least. And I agree with that. I agree with that
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
yeah, bro. It took me a long time to understand that, but I get. I mean, I get it too. I was there one day. Out there making the income.
Right,
Got more coming in than what I got going out. But okay, let me satisfy my needs
right.
and get something that I don't need, but I always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't regret buying, my Jeep, my my awesome Jeep that I will get back.
Right,
But I enjoy the moment now. How much money could I have saved if I didn't have it?
right. But money has no value if it ain't being spent. And at the same time, though, we'll justify anything we want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think you
That's anything.
yeah, but it becomes a burden when you do it off the strength of when you want it, as opposed to doing it when, like you said, when it's affordable. And there's a difference in being affordable and being able to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people be like, man, I can get this. Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff, but can you afford it? Like, does it? And affordability don't mean how much money you have. Affordability is like, can you still live the same quality of life you was living prior to having this item?
If your income stopped, will you be able to keep
Right, that's a good one. Yeah. If you how could you is it yours?
it? Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like because for as long as it's not yours, then it's not affordable.
So I said, I saw where this millionaire was having a conversation with some Joe Smo guy, and the millionaire was telling him that his car that he drive. This was in 2020. He said he drive a 2012.
Mm.
He's a millionaire.
Kawhi Leonard won the NBA championship last year and still drive a 2007 Tahoe. Some people just not. I think Bill Gates drive a Prius.
Warren Buffett drives a Camry.
It's like
I mean,
I think when you really got money, right? I don't think it really. I even because I mean, we can look at it on a in whatever level you on is the determining factor. Because to somebody, to Warren Buffett to a millionaire is like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're looking at him like if I can get there, and you like if I can get there, and I really, I think like I said, I think it's a maturation stage that you get to when you start to realize that certain stuff just don't matter no more.
right, right.
It just don't.
I was talking to my mom, and I told her I was like, eventually I will be able to purchase all these nice cars and nice vehicles, but will I want to drive that every day?
Mm-hmm.
And I say no, I won't. Now, when I do want to drive it, that's what I can do. I can go rent one.
I was about to say I don't want to be governed by the things that I have.
Yeah,
You know, I like when people recognize my hard work. You know, and being financially stable is symbolic to hard work. And so it's like, oh man, you're doing well in life, yeah, because and they see the work that you put in, or they know that you put in a lot of work. And not like this weekend, I actually I worked a lot harder than I normally do. I had took some time off in the prior weeks, and when I'm not at work, I'm not getting paid. So you know, it was just one of those things. And it wasn't the fact that it hurt me financially because of what I didn't have. It hurt me financially because of what I missed out on. You know what I'm saying? And we spoke prior off camera to missed out opportunities. You know, where preparation meet opportunity. That's where you find success. And so I was just thinking like at this. So what you do in successful moments also allow you to have opportunities when you're not prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's almost if I work hard now, it's just like ants gathering for the winter. When it get cold and I can't work, I'm still good because when I was successful, I used that opportunity, and you know now I'm good. I'm still good, and I think that a lot of people don't think like that. We just try to live for the moment. We live to be able to afford things, not be able to have things.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's one thing I'm working on now. Like I love the journey that I'm partaking,
Right.
but I still, even though I am an entrepreneur, I've created a business. I've basically created a job
Right.
out of what I do. But at the end of the day, I'm technically still not an entrepreneur because I'm not making money while I sleep.
Hmm. You think residual income is you think every entrepreneur has to have residual income?
I think I think majority of them have multiple streams of income.
But does everybody with a multiple streams of income consider an entrepreneur?
I would say yes.
So, well, in a way, but some people's stream of income has nothing to do. I think entrepreneurship is more so about the things that you can create,
Yeah.
not things that's
Right, right.
you know what I'm saying?
You create, yeah,
Yeah,
like I said, I am an entrepreneur. I created something.
right.
I created an entity, but at the same time, it's like I'm not having no residual income if I can't do it.
I see what you're saying. Basically, it ain't residuals if you're doing it.
Right.
And I always believe that you never. And I always say this. I don't think that wealth will ever come from you doing it with your own hands. You ever heard of the rule of 72s?
I have not.
The rule of 72s is basically this: if you take anything and invest 15% of it, every 72 months it'll double. So it's like compound interest. The way that you get that is because if you look at 7.2% of anything is 14.4% if you double it. So we just gonna round it up to 15. And if you invest 15%, anything you had in 7 years is gonna double. So if you start off with 100,000 and you invest 15% of 100,000 every 7 years, it'll double. And I don't think that, and I think so. If you look at it now, the earlier you can start the rule of the 72s and do the 15%, the sooner you'll double your. Put me anywhere on God's green earth, I triple my worth. In 21 years, you can be worth 3 times as much as you was worth when you was 21. If you do 15% of what you worth at 21.
Yeah, so I want to do that every month.
See, that's the goal. The goal is, I mean, 15% is the bare minimum. That's just based off compound interest, what does happen. But if you max it out quite naturally, you could turn 100 to 200% quick because, you know what I'm saying? But this is for people realistically, you can live off 85% of what you make. Realistic, you see what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's like, it's just a rule implemented for anybody to be able to use.
right.
As opposed to, once you if you to the point where you could do extra, you already good anyway. But it's a good caveat to throw out when you start trying to consider how you investing for your future and all of that. That's how come most 401ks and stuff they normally if you can get it to match up to 7, that's normally good. 7%, that's good because if it's gonna match 7 and you putting in 7, that's already your 14 right there.